Welcome to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias and we're going to be loading the end of the last saved game, which was episode 53. So today you're welcome to, of course, episode 54 of the Ganvius Empire, a Plantoid species. So in the last episode we'd been victorious in a war that we had joined when one of our neighbors asked us to join them in the war. Now let's look at our current victory position in terms of domination. We stand at 40, or we're not even at 40%. We need, I think, about another 40 planets or so to be colonized. In terms of conquest, we got about 8 more neighbors to go through. So what we're gonna do, I was thinking of declaring war upon one of my neighbors, but which one shall we go for today? These guys here are a vassal of the guys here, the Vailon. The Vailon are allied with these guys here, which is the one that I was just looking at, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's further south. So these guys together are allied to one another. Okay. So where have I got my fleets positioned at the moment? Let's move this fleet from there, really down here towards a front line position. In actual fact, I need to move it to one of my own planets here. And the planet I've got here in mind is this one here. Now this fleet here at the moment is in orbit of a planet there, which is perfect. That one is over there. I want to move it down here to some of my planets here. Alright, then I've got this fleet here. Let's just double check, where is that one? Over there. So again, I want to move it down to one of my planets here. Now this particular starbase is already in existence and I do want to upgrade it, of course. Okay, and then of course I've got this final fleet here, which at the moment is based over there. Again, I want to move it to a position a lot further south here, near the front line really. I think I want to move it to this planet here. Now, I shouldn't really be forgetting, of course, my transport ships. So the first thing I want to do is start getting this one underway to this planet here. And at the same time, I want to basically start merging these ships here. Oops. Why? Let's start again. Merging the various bits of fleet. Embark all, which is... Which one have we just embarked? This one here, and we want to merge it with this one here. Perfect. My own planets here. Starbase is still under construction, so yep, perfectly fine. Let's get that clock running in the meantime. Science ships. Where could I send my science ships? Could I do some research here? Have I still got any particular positions where there's debris that I can actually access? Now in this system here there is debris. I will start researching at this point in time. Construction ships. And one of the things I do want to do, I want to just double check my front lines here. Have I got particular systems where I've got military installations that I could potentially get rid of? Question is, how do we identify those once again? Should be this little icon here next to it. So military base or military installation symbol. Like for example, this system here has got them. I don't need them here anymore. So what I want to do, I basically want to remove these, which will actually reduce my energy utilization. So that system here has got one as well. Where else do I come across those? I think I mentioned it before at some point already. I really would like to see it in the game. A means for you to find a total list of all the individual military bases and so forth that you actually build. So at least you can easily manage them. So at the moment you just really need to look at the map and look for all of them. Unless one of you as the viewers know of a way of doing that, then please feel free to let me know. I'd love to know if there's an easier way for me to manage that. But yeah, as far as I can see, there is no easier way for us to manage this at present. Okay. Got some extra ones in this system as well, which I will... These guys are a vassal of my neighbors. And because of that reason, I want to keep these stations in place and even upgrade them. So at least they're actually up to the latest design. Got the latest weapon technology and so forth on there, which should work. Right, so that's the position where I want to keep them. Did I build some here? It does look like I built some here. I don't need them here anymore. I built them there when I was invading it to protect that planet from a counter-attack. Alright, where else have I got military stations that I can actually get rid of at this point? Looks like I got some in this system as well. Hold on, that's one that I find, but it's not mine. Okay, which is fine. They're allowed to have some as well. I've got them here, which I want to keep because that's really close to that front line there. Other than that, really just getting rid of most of them should be good. Alright, let's get the clock up, speed up a little bit. As you can see, of course, we are still researching the various different projects, one of which is basically the dark matter reactor here. Let's have a brief look at our individual planets here in terms of the surface. 6 out of 6 planets in our hands at the moment. Right. And this final one here with lots of unhappy people. Now, I did say I want to build something here, the virtual combat arena, but it looks like I haven't got a planetary administration, which I don't know why we don't have that, but let's build one. Not kicking up the clock speed at the same time. Because of negative happiness, we basically see a significant reduction in terms of productivity on that planet there. So Vivisandi are not really a threat to us anymore because, well, we got one of their offshoots as being one of our vessels. So as you can see, the Neo-Vivisandi in the United States. Complete. Ah, cool. Research completed, being this one here. So what are we going to go for next? Swarm missiles or minerals? Minerals would be an interesting one here. Would that be the best utilization here? It does look like it might be. Yeah, let's go for that. Minerals, extra minerals, 5% is a good one, I think. Right, what else? Looking at the actual game progressing, we should be unlocking the Arctic worlds shortly. Oop. One of our admirals has died. So if I look at my leader list here, as you can see, I'm down to 2 admirals at the moment. Wasn't the first. It looks like it might have been the second fleet here. Let's recruit an additional one. extra sensor range is always welcome, I think. Kick that speed up again. So at the moment we are building up a little bit of a reserve again in terms of the
construction complete.
Energy. So we finally have completed our base here. Upgrading that to the highest possible level. And on the surface I've got my administrative building in place now. Now I do want to get rid of one of the buildings on here, which is probably this one here, and I want to replace it with a virtual combat arena. I really need something to bolster basically the happiness of the people there. Where else do I do anything in terms of mining? Nothing really here as far as I can see. There's a whole lot of focus in terms of energy production.
Complete.
Further research completed. Arctic world colonization. Which one? Arid worlds potentially as well. Does this actually have an impact upon our victory conditions? Nope, they stay pretty much the same. Right, at the moment I'm just trying to build up a bit of a reserve in terms of energy credit and so forth. Now what I could potentially do, I could potentially reduce the number of fleets I've got. But having multiple different fleets like we have at the moment allows me to really operate a lot more efficiently in terms of being able to then quickly get from the various different places into the enemy heart. Okay, so it looks like there's a few more spaces here where I could potentially build some wormhole stations. Are there additional positions where there's debris? Yeah, it does look like it. Could I do a bit of research there? I probably could. Looks like they've got a wormhole generator here, but I don't. Okay. Scientist has risen a level, which is fine. System auto saves the game occasionally.
Construction complete.
We reached our maximum energy storage again. So these guys here are one of my rivals. These guys here are one of my rivals as well. These guys are Plantoids. These guys here are also, well, actually they're mammalians. But where do they stand in terms of their relative power? Their fleet is pathetic, their naval capacity is pathetic, their technology level is equivalent. That should be a relatively easy win. Okay, so these guys got a slightly better fleet. Yep, let's go ahead and declare our next war. So these guys here, I probably want to basically get one of them to basically become a vassal. So if I take Aurelia, and I want to basically turn that into vassal. Well, actually, make tributary? No, I don't want to make a tributary. It's going to be too much. Seed? No. I don't want to do seed. I want to liberate. There we go. I want to liberate the Aurelia. Of course, that's probably all the way to the bottom. It looks like there's actually 2 planets in there. Alright, Aurelia, and then we got Barbugon. Ah, interesting. There's actually 2 additional ones that we could liberate here. Which do Star Coalition? I can't do both, unfortunately. Let's do one at a time, and I still want to basically go for these two here. And then the other one was the Barbogan. I'm just looking for that one in the list. Der Barbogan, and that is just a little bit too much. So what else could we do? Lysiria. Lysiria, where are you? There we go. Perfect. Confirmed. So this one here will move into that system there. That one here will move into that system there. This one here will move into this system here. This one will move into that system, and that one will move into this system. Alright, so great. That's a good target, I think. We're not surprised. In fact, we are expecting this sooner. You will find that our forces are ready for you. Really? Well, let's wait and see. Are you indeed ready for us? The Vailon star commonality. Let's make sure we actually go to all the individual planets in there, not necessarily just the outlying bits.
Station under attack.
Interesting. Where is that? Okay, that's in one of our vassals' systems, I would say. In reality, our vassals should respond to themselves.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Look at that. Really hitting it off there. Now we've got our own fleet here, but at the same time we actually landed in the midst of this enemy position here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Situation it's not position, it's actually a fortress that they have there.
Situation log
Fortress
updated.
is being
Situation
nullified.
log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh, look at the strength of that fleet.
Hostile fleet engaged.
What is mine? Ooh, look at that.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Which of my fleets is
Hostile
that?
fleet
That's fleet number
engaged.
4.
Situation log updated.
So
Hostile
many
fleet
targets for us
engaged.
to engage there. Absolutely stunning. Let's have a look at these results. Yeah. Wow. That is a good sized engagement.
Situation log updated.
So this one's really in orbit there. This one's in orbit here. That one's engaged in combat. Should be perfectly fine. Not really too worried about that one.
Situation
This
log
fleet here.
updated.
Should really be heading towards the actual planet.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Let me get that fleet to come over there as well. In the meantime, I should be able to build a construction ship or a construction position already.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Right. Spaceport we're trying to take out. But in reality it's down to 2 of our fleets here. This one started off in 25 point something.
Situation log
it's shrunk
updated.
down to 21 now.
Situation log updated.
Looks like one of their
Situation
fleets
log
has
updated.
fled from us, which is great. Now, I do want to basically start building some extra supporting ships here. So I'm going to build 2 additional battleships here. 2 additional battleships here. Plus I'll also build at least 1 and 2 cruisers over here. Alright, some science ships should be able to come and support me. Research projects in both systems. Look at that, we straight away jumped to 25 here. Now we did lose one here. Right, some of our vessels are actually losing some of the battles, but that's fine. Ooh, interesting. The invasion of one of their systems. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but either way, I think it's a great time to us for actually call it a day. So I'd like to say again, thanks again for joining us. Please leave some comments down below if you got some feedback to give to me. And in the meantime, I'd say have a great day. Bye bye.